At 70, my daughter decided I'd lived alone long enough. She didn't ask me, she booked a tour. We were at brunch. Eggs, mimosas, good linen napkins. She slid a glossy brochure across the table like a gift. We toured a beautiful place for you, Mom. You'll love the gardens. Here's what she didn't know that morning. Whose apartment was whose. And that brochure wasn't even the worst thing in her purse. I set down my coffee. I let the table go quiet. Then I said one calm sentence that pulled the floor out from under every plan they'd made without me. I'm Tony. I'm 70. Here's what happened. I worked escrow for 22 years. Deeds, closings, fine print. I was good at it. My husband Walt died at 48. No warning. Just a Tuesday. I rebuilt everything myself. Full-time work, 2 rentals, my house paid off by 59. People assume a quiet woman is a simple one. My family made that mistake for years. Lately, they'd started talking about me in careful voices. Mom's slowing down. Mom forgets things. I don't forget my keys. I just stopped explaining myself to people who'd already decided. My daughter Brooke doesn't organize family gatherings. So when she picked the restaurant, I noticed. She was warmer than usual, touched my hand twice, asked about my knees. Her husband, Brad, kept glancing at a bag by her feet, not his phone. She waited until the plates were cleared, then reached into that bag. We toured a beautiful place for you, assisted living. You'll love the gardens. You toured it without me? We didn't want to overwhelm you. It's $6,200 a month, I said. Who's paying that exactly? We'd sell the house, downsize you. It just makes sense, Mom. There it was, my house. You've been falling, Brooke pressed. You left the stove on. It's time, Mom. You can't be trusted on your own anymore. Trusted. The word sat on the table like a dropped fork. I picked up my coffee. I drank. I set the cup down without a sound. That's a lovely brochure, I said. I already toured your apartment. It's listed for sale. Brooke's fork hit her plate. What? The condo on Pearl Street. I toured it Tuesday. It's on the market this morning. You can't list my apartment. I didn't say it like a question. I paid my bill, stood up on my own 2 feet, and walked out. I didn't cry until I reached the car. 15 years ago, Brooke's first marriage collapsed. Her husband tried to take everything, including her apartment, with 6-year-old Ivy watching. So I bought the Pearl Street condo, in my own name, so no lawyer of his could ever touch it, and let Brooke live there for almost nothing. I never made her sign a thank you. I thought love was clear without a receipt. That silence was my mistake. 15 years later, she'd forgotten the apartment was ever mine and tried to use the same kind of paperwork to lock me away. The texts started that night. Mom, you're confused. Daniel agrees with me. It's time. Not panic. A campaign. Cousins started calling with the same script. The stove. The outburst. The word evaluated. Then at the grocery store, I overheard Brad on speaker with a man named Vance Cruz, a senior transition consultant who was really just a realtor in a bright blazer. The geriatric angle is cleaner than the financial one. If we go capacity, the house follows. They didn't want me safe. They wanted me, my granddaughter Ivy warned me. Brad kept a binder, dated fabricated incidents. Behind it, a half-filled guardianship petition and an admission form for Willowcrest. My name already typed at the top, a signature line left blank. A sticky note in Brad's handwriting. Get her to sign voluntarily. If not, capacity route by October 30th. They'd scheduled my disappearance and given it a deadline. I didn't scream. I didn't burn the folder. I got to work. The way I'd built everything else in my life. A full cognitive evaluation. Cognition intact across all domains. A revocable trust and power of attorney. Locking every asset behind the law. Naming Ivy. Not Brooke, not Daniel. And I let the Pearl Street listing run. Public, legal, my name on every page. I wrote one line and underlined it twice. Stay calm. Calm is the proof. Brooke called a family meeting. At my own house. Everyone's coming, she said. Please be open-minded. I'll make coffee, I said. They filled my living room. Brooke, Brad, Daniel, cousins, and Vance with his portfolio. He slid a voluntary transition agreement across the table, pen on top. We just need your signature. I'm not signing anything today, I said. My hand didn't shake. I opened my cedar box. One by one, I laid out the truth. The deed to Pearl Street. My name. 15 clean years. The listing. Sold. Full asking. Closing on the 1st. The doctor's report. Brad's own binder. His own sticky note. Read aloud. The room went silent. Then I turned over the last document. The trust. Every asset I own is now behind the law, I said. You can't move someone who owns the room. I placed one last thing on the table. A photo of Brooke at 25. Ivy on her hip, crying and laughing in the doorway of the apartment I'd bought to keep them safe. I built you a floor to stand on, I said. You tried to use it to lock me out of mine. Brooke screamed that I was punishing her. Brad simply picked up his folder and left. No apology, just arithmetic. Vance was already gone. I stood in my own living room and said the only plan that mattered. I'm staying in my home. That was never on the table. The condo sells on the 1st. I won't fund anyone's mistakes, and I won't catch anyone who jumped on purpose. The condo closed at full price. Brooke and Brad downsized to a rental. In both their names this time. The guardianship petition was never filed. Vance never showed his blazer again. A few cousins apologized. Daniel sent 3 careful lines. Sorry it got loud. Not sorry he'd signed on. Brooke sent one more message. All invoice, no apology. I didn't write back. I put the deed and the photograph back in the cedar box where the safe things live. The house was mine. It always had been. Concern is a gift, not an invoice, not a verdict, and never a key to your mother's front door. If this reminded you to check whose name is really on what, do it this week. Drop a comment and subscribe for the next one.